Hi children, good morning. Today we will do the journal entry directly without preparing the analysis table. Okay. Now let's see the question. This is question number 1 of 2S Grewal. It is given April 1st business started with cash rupees 60,000. So what are the two accounts affected? One account affected when the business is started with cash will be cash account. It is an asset. Another is capital. Here asset is coming, cash is coming in the business, means asset is increasing, so we will debit the cash, and capital is also increasing, capital will be credited. Okay, so what will be our journal entry for business started with cash? Our entry will be cash account debit to capital account 60,000. Now let's see the second entry. What is the entry? Goods purchase for cash. Okay, here purchases, goods purchase means purchases account is affected, so purchases is expenses, so it will be debited. Cash is going out, asset is reduced, so cash will be credited. What will be our journal entry? Purchases account debit to cash account 15,000 being goods purchase for cash. Okay, now let's see the next transaction. What is goods purchased from Pankaj on credit? Here we are purchasing the goods from Pankaj. So one account affected is purchases, other is Pankaj. Okay, here purchases is an expenses, so it will be debited. Pankaj is credited, so our liability is increasing, so Pankaj will be credited. Entry, what will be our entry here? Purchases account debit to Pankaj. Okay, purchases account debit to Pankaj, and amount here 18,000. So you can see here purchases account is written, but in front of Pankaj account is not written. That means with the name we doesn't add the word account. Okay, now let's see the next transaction here. Goods sold to Naresh on credit. Here we are selling the goods, so which account will be affected here? Sales. And another is Naresh. From Naresh we will receive the amount, so Naresh is debtor. Here asset is increasing, so Naresh will be debited. Revenue, goods sold will get revenue. Revenue when it is increases, it is credited. Okay, so our journal entry will be Naresh debit to sales, and amount will be 9,000. So our entry is Naresh debit to sales 9,000. Next, let's see the next here. Goods returned to Pankaj 12,000. Goods returned to Pankaj. Now we have to see that whether it is purchase return or sales return. Goods returned to means we are returning back the goods, that means the goods which we had purchased. Or we can say here we have purchased the goods from Pankaj, so here we are returning the goods to Pankaj, that means it is purchase return. Okay, so our liability is decreasing and goods purchase is also reduced. Okay, so Pankaj will be debited and purchase return will be credited. It will affect the account purchase return. So here Pankaj liabilities are decreasing, so it is debited. Purchase return is going out, purchases has been reduced. Okay, so here we'll credit purchase return account. Our entry will be Pankaj account debit to purchase return account 12,000. Okay, now next here goods returned by Naresh. Okay, you can see that we had sold the goods to Naresh. Now Naresh is returning the goods. Okay, so goods is coming in, but it is not purchases, it is sales return. When the goods are returned, if the purchase goods are returned, we will write that under the purchase return, and if the goods sold is returned, we will do the entry in the which account? Sales return account. Okay, so here goods returned by Naresh, so sales return will be debited and Naresh will be credited. Okay, our entry will be here sales return debit to Naresh. Okay, so we can see that purchases, when it is shows debit balance, when purchases is increasing we will debit it. Sales shows credit balance. So when sales is increasing, we will credit the sales. So purchases is debited, sales is credited. And the purchase returns and sales return will be just opposite. Purchase return will be credited and sales return will be debited. Okay. Now let's see the next entry here. It is given cash paid to Ajay. Cash paid to Ajay. Cash is going out, asset is decreasing, Ajay is receiving, debit the receiver. Okay. So our entry will be Ajay debit to cash account. Our entry will be Ajay debit to cash account. Ajay debit column 6,000 and cash credit column 6,000. Now next, commission received rupees 2,700 April 12. So April 12 commission received. Here cash is coming in, so cash will be debited, asset is increasing, and commission is a income. Okay, all income and gains are credited, so commission will be credited, and our entry will be cash account debit to commission account, amount 2,700, 2,700. Okay. Let's see the next question here. It is given furniture purchase rupees 7,000. Here what is coming in the business? Furniture. Furniture purchase is given. That means we purchase the furniture for cash. So cash is going out. Okay, furniture will be debited and cash will be credited. It is, we can apply the traditional rule also, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Or we can say here furniture is asset, asset is increasing, cash is also asset but cash is decreasing. So furniture will be debited and cash will be credited, and our entry will be furniture account debit to cash account. Okay, so you can see that if we are purchasing the goods, purchases account will be debited, but if we are purchasing any asset, the respective account asset account will be debited. Now next is rent paid to Amit. Here we are paying the rent, that means rent is an expenses paid in cash to Amit. When there is nominal account and name is given, we ignore the name, only the two account affected will be rent and cash. Okay, so rent is expenses, so rent will be debited. Cash is going out of the business, so cash will be credited. So our entry will be here, our entry will be rent account debit to cash account, rent 5,000 and cash 5,000. Okay, now let's see the next question here. It is given goods sold to Sumit for cash. Here name is also given and cash is also given, so we'll consider this as cash transaction. So what will be our journal entry? Goods sold, that means one account affected is sales. Okay, sales is credited. Okay, another cash, cash is coming in. When we are selling the goods, cash is coming in, our asset is increasing, so cash will be debited and sales will be credited. So April 19, our journal entry will be cash account debit to sales account 6,000, 6,000. Okay, so along with the name, if cash word is given, we will consider it as cash transaction. Okay. Next, April 24, cash sales. Cash sales means we are selling the goods for cash. This both are similar entry but presented in different manner. Okay, cash sales, here we are selling the goods for cash means cash is coming in, cash will be debited and sales will be credited. Same entry we have to do here. April 24, cash account debit to sales account, amount is 7,000. Cash debit 7,000, sales credit 7,000. So if in the purchase and sale transaction, if it is given, the name is given and along with this name cash is given, we'll consider it cash transaction. Cash sales means also cash transaction, we are selling the goods for cash. Okay. Then next, cash received from Naresh on account rupees 5,000. Here we are receiving the cash from Naresh. So cash is coming in, Naresh is giver. So cash will be debited and Naresh will be credited. So what will be our journal entry? Cash account debit to Naresh 5,000, 5,000. Next, it is given salary paid rupees 10,000. Salary is an expenses. Salary paid means we are making the payment of salary in cash. So other account affected will be cash. Okay, cash is going out, cash will be credited. Salary is a expenses, so salary will be debited. What will be our journal entry? Salary account debit to cash account. So our journal entry will be salary account debit to cash account 10,000, 10,000. Okay, after doing all the journal entries, you have to do the total of debit side and will do the total of credit side, and both must be equal. Okay, now let's see the other adjustments. Now what is compound entry? Compound entry is a journal entry in which one or more accounts are debited or one or more accounts are credited. That means when a transaction is of same date and of similar nature, instead of preparing 2 or 3 journal entry, we prepare a single entry, and that entry is known as compound entry. Okay, so let's see the example of it. Okay, first suppose here it is given purchased, it is of same date. Suppose purchase goods for cash rupees 5,000. What will be our journal entry? Purchases account debit to cash. Okay, 5,000, 5,000. Next question, purchase goods from Sohan rupees 10,000. Again what we are doing, purchases. Okay, your nature of transaction is same. We are purchasing the goods, one for cash and one for credit. For the second transaction, entry will be purchases account debit to Sohan. So instead of doing 2 entry, what is common here? Purchases, and what it is debited. Okay, so instead of doing 2 entry, we can take purchases as common, and we can do purchases account debit to cash account to Sohan account. In this way we can do the compound entry. Okay, so similar nature transaction we will write once, and then what is making differentiation, that will be mentioned separately. One is for cash transaction and for the Sohan credit transaction. So purchase account debit to cash to Sohan. Now how we will write amount? Cash amount will be written in front of cash rupees 5,000. Sohan's amount will be written in front of Sohan, and the total purchase 15,000 will be written in front of purchases in the debit column. Okay, so this is called compound entry. When a transaction is of same date and of similar nature, the date must be same, then only we can do the compound entry. Okay, let's see the another. This was of purchase. Now expenses. Okay, suppose a transaction here, it is of March 31st, it is given paid wages 1,000, paid rent 5,000, paid salary 6,000. Okay, if we are doing the separate entry, these all are expenses, nature is same and date is also same. Okay, so if paid wages, what will be our journal entry? Wages account debit to cash. Paid rent, what will be our entry? Rent account debit to cash. Paid salary, salary account debit to cash. All expenses are debited and cash is going out, so it will be credited. Okay, so here we can see 2 cash, 2 cash and 2 cash, 3 times cash are credited. Instead of doing this 3 entry, we can do a single entry. Cash is common, so 2 cash will be written once, and this will be mentioned separately because it is different. Okay, so how we can do the compound entry? Wages account debit, rent account debit, salary account debit to cash account. Amount of wages will be written in front of wages in the debit column. Rent, it will be written in front of rent column 5,000. Salary amount will be written in front of salary, and do the total, and total cash 12,000 in the credit. To cash account, 2 amount is written in the credit column. Okay, so in this way we have to do the compound entry. Okay, so while doing the compound entry, you have to see that the date of the transaction must be same and the nature must also be same. Okay, now let's see the journal entries for some specific transaction. Okay, so first it is given goods given as charity or goods donated. Here goods is going out. Okay, and that means our purchases is reduced here. So one account affected will be purchased and it will be credited. Here goods is not sold but goods is been reduced, so purchases account will be credited. Now charity or donation, it is considered as expenses. So whenever the goods is given as donation, charity account will be debited and purchases will be credited. Our journal entry will be charity account debit to purchases account. Okay, narration will be bean goods donated. So other than sales, if the goods is going out of the business, then the purchases will be credited. Okay, and donation will be written under what head? Charity. So our entry will be charity account debit to purchases. Same way, if the cash is donated, our entry will be charity account debit to cash account. Okay. Next, distribution of goods as free sample. Free sample, why we are giving? For doing the advertisement. So whenever free sample is given, the account affected will be advertisement. It will be recorded in advertisement account. Here also we are distributing the goods. It is not sales, but our purchases is been reduced. So purchases account will be credited and advertisement account will be debited. So free sample is considered under which account? Advertisements. It is an expenses, so it will be debited and purchases account will be credited. Okay. Next is goods or cash withdrawn for personal use. Personal use means which account will be affected? Drawings. Okay, and here goods is going out and our purchase is reduced, so purchases will be credited. If goods, drawings of goods is made, our entry will be drawings account debit to purchases account. If cash is withdrawn for personal use, then our entry will be drawings account debit to cash account. Okay, so here we had learned three things. One, donation. Donation goes under which head? Charity. And if goods is given as donation, or it is distributed as free sample, or it is withdrawn for the personal use, purchases account will be credited. If it is donation, charity will be debited. If it is free sample, advertisement account will be debited. If it has been for personal use, drawings account will be debited. Okay, now let's see the other entry. Next is loss of stock by theft or fire. Loss means it is debited. Okay, so account debited will be loss of stock by theft or fire account debit. Goods, stock means goods, here purchases is reduced, so purchases account will be credited. So there are 4 adjustment regarding the goods. Okay. Next is bad debt. Okay, bad debt means the amount which cannot be recoverable from the debtors. Okay, so when that means that is a loss to the business, so bad debt will be debited. Okay, there can be 2 conditions, that the whole amount which is to be received from the debtor will not be received, or some partial amount we can receive from the debtor. When the total, now let's see the condition and journal entry. Okay, so when the total due amount is not recoverable, then our entry will be bad debt account debit to debtor. The whole amount, due amount, we will write. Okay, bad debt is a loss, so it will be debited. Our asset is reducing, so it will be credited. Next, when a part of debt is received, what will be our entry? Cash account debit, bad debt account debit to debtor account. Okay, cash, we will write the amount received, the part amount which is received. Bad debt, in front of bad debt we'll write the amount which is not received, and in debtor we will write the total due amount. Okay, so when there is bad debt, you can see that common entry here is bad debt debit to debtor. Here also we are having bad debt debit to debtor. When a part amount is received, we also have to add the cash along with this. Okay, now next let's see when the expenses are beared on purchase of any asset. So if any expenditure on installation of machinery or any construction of building is there, then our entry, that expenses will be debited to the particular asset account. Okay, suppose if the wages is paid to the labor on installation of machinery, then that amount will be added to the machinery account. It will not be added to wages account. Our entry will be machinery account debit to cash. Okay, wages paid to the labor for construction of building, then it will be building account debit to cash. It will not be written as wages debit to cash, will be the wrong entry. it will be asset account debit to cash. That means any expenses beared on behalf of any asset will be added to the asset account. So in brief, we can say any expenses which is paid or beared at the time of purchase of asset, that will be added to the asset account, not to the expenses account. Okay. Now let's see the transactions of goods, adjustment of goods. First it is given goods withdrawn by owner rupees 1000 for personal use. If personal use is given, which account will be affected? Drawings. Okay. Here goods is withdrawn, purchases is been reduced. Goods is going out, it is not sale or it is not purchase return, but the purchases is reduced. So purchases account will be credited. So what will be our journal entry? Drawings account debit to purchases account. Okay. So goods other than sale and purchase return, if it is going out of the business, then the purchases account will be credited. Next, goods distributed as sample. When free sample is given, which account is affected? Advertisement. So what advertisement is an expenses, so advertisement will be debited. Here goods is going out, so which account will be credited? Purchases. Okay, our entry will be advertisement account debit to purchases account, amount 500 and 500 purchases in credit column, being goods distributed as free sample. Okay, now let's see the next here. Goods given as charity. Charity, it is an expenses and goods is going out, so purchases will be credited and charity will be debited. Our entry will be charity account debit to purchases, 300 debit charity and credit purchases. Okay, now let's see the next transaction. It is given that timber used for making office furniture rupees 5000. Assume that the firm is a timber merchant. Here timber merchant means timber is their goods. Okay, and this timber goods is used for making office furniture. So here furniture is coming in the business and goods is going out of the business. Okay, their goods is going out of the business. So what will be our journal entry here? Furniture account debit to purchases account. Why we credited the purchase? Because the timber is used for making furniture. This timber is goods for that particular merchant. Okay, now let's see the next question here. Goods destroyed by fire. So here loss by fire. Okay, loss will be debited and goods is going destroyed. Goods purchases is reduced, so purchases will be credited. What will be our journal entry here? Loss by fire account debit to purchases. Loss is debited and purchases is credited. Okay, now let's see the other transaction here. It is given goods lost in transit. Okay, here also there is loss, so the loss in transit will be debited and goods destroyed. Here purchases is reduced, so purchases account will be credited. So our entry will be loss in transit account debit to purchases account. Loss debited 2000 and purchases credited 2000. Okay, so in short, if the goods is going out of the business for the as a donation, or if it is withdrawn for personal use, or it is given as free sample, or it is been loss by fire or theft or in transit, or if it is used for preparing asset, in all these cases purchases will be credited. Why? Because the purchase is been reduced. Okay, and the respective account will be debited. Okay.